Hi, I'm Yorick. I removed dairy from my diet for 400 days now, and I'm going to tell you in this video what happened and why I did it, and yeah, the effects it had on me. So to start this story, we have to go back to the beginning of 2021, where I was having a really tough time. Things weren't going so well with my girlfriend. I had a tough time at work. Corona was there, so there wasn't really that much social things going on. It was just all a little bit too much. And yeah, I started getting burnout symptoms, and they were getting heavier and heavier. But I really didn't know if I could relax because otherwise we might not have the money to survive. So, but when that situation, I got out of that financially, and I still had those symptoms, right? And yeah, so I felt like crap, and I wanted to get out of it. Um, but oh, by the way, besides that, I was a lot more. Well, I was a little overweight back then. I didn't eat correctly. I didn't eat the right things, and everything was a little bit just too much. So I was spiraling down. And what I do when I go in a negative spiral, I always, in the last 10 years, go back to Tony Robbins. And in one of his podcasts, he talked to a guy that is in functional medicine. And functional medicine is all about the body healing itself, basically. Holistic way approach to medicine, so that you eat the right things and give your body the right things, so it will heal itself. You create an environment where the wrong bugs can survive and the right ones can. So, and through things he mentioned he over and over again that you should just lay off dairy and gluten, and it will, if you don't, it will cause these symptoms. For 70% on the planet have these issues with dairy and gluten, and the ones that don't have it yet will get them. So yeah, I tried. What the hell, right? I mean, I have nothing to lose. Let's do it and see if it helps. If it helps. So when you first start off, he recommends in his book The Blood Sugar Solution. He mentions that you should do it for 6 weeks really intensely, where you just don't touch dairy and gluten altogether, and eat as many vegetables and drink as many water as you can. So especially green vegetables. So I did this. I mustered up the discipline to be like, okay, I don't want to feel like this anymore, and I'll try anything that could potentially help. So I did this. And I started off going to a functional medicine practitioner here in the Netherlands. It's called differently here. It's called orthomoleculaire wetenschappen. Real mouthful. Kind of hard to find here. But if you're in the Netherlands and you need to know an address for a functional medicine practitioner, let me know. I got a really great address where I went to test my blood and to test my levels of like the composition of my gut. And I found out, yeah, you're allergic, intolerant to gluten and either dairy. So I removed that for 6 weeks, and yeah, here's what happened. 5 things that happened. So first, my burnout symptoms started to decline really rapidly. I started to have a lot more energy. I started to feel less aches and pains. I'm not sure. I've never heard anyone else say this, but I think I can feel inflammation. It's like burning in my joints. That is just gone. It's just gone since I've gone on this diet. While I was eating dairy, I experienced a lot of nausea. My stomach was like upset all the time, and now it's just relaxed. And when I say I removed my dairy for 400 days, that doesn't mean that I never eat it anymore, but it's real rare occasion, and I use like this pill that you eat beforehand to be able to break down the lactose that's in it. But it's like a treat for me. It's not really routine in my diet, so I only eat it on really special occasions. Because yeah, dairy is very tasty. I'll give you that. But also what happened was that I got in a better mood. That's 4. I felt a lot better. And I had a lot more positive thoughts. And the one that is also really nice is so I had less aches and pains. I felt less pain in my body. So all of that combined is what got me hooked, and I will not stop with this diet for, I think, the rest of my life. That doesn't mean I will never consume gluten and dairy. No, that means that is not my standard. My standard is a lot of vegetables. My standard is a lot of seeds and nuts and beans and that sort of food. Interested in this, I recommend to read the blood sugar solution and not to dive head in, because it's a lot to process, and you need to give yourself the time to learn what foods you can eat um, if you've never really done something like this. But yeah, that was why I've started on this diet, and I've continued to go on it. And every time I start to feel a little bit more like, okay, I feel those aches and pains, but I feel them on a low, mild level. I know, like, okay, I need to step up my diet again. I need to be a little more strict now and eat no gluten and dairy for a longer time and eat more vegetables again, so that I cleanse myself. So the lesson here, I think, is yeah, dairy and gluten are not really needed in our diets, and you can be fine without them. And for most people, they cause a lot of inflammation, which is the root cause of a lot of disease, inflammation. So, hope this was of interest to you. If it was, leave a like and subscribe, and remember to always break through and grow like bamboo. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.